Anytime I've watched a YouTube video and thought that is the best audio quality you are going to get in a YouTube video, it's always turned out to be the same microphone. And that's the Sennheiser MKH 50. And I was desperate to try one of these out, and recently I convinced Sennheiser to send one out to me just so I could see, is this truly the end game microphone for YouTube? If you're gonna buy one microphone that's gonna get you the best audio quality, is this it? And my answer is a resounding yes. Now, the first thing you might ask is there really much of a difference between a high-end pro microphone and sort of the consumer-grade microphone that I might be using right now? Well, to start with, here is a series of audio samples with Sennheiser's own line of microphones, starting at a $99 microphone and going up to an over $1,000 microphone, and you will be able to definitely hear the difference between the less expensive microphones and the more expensive microphones. Right now you're listening to the MKE 200, and it is the smallest and least expensive microphone in the lineup. And although I don't think the audio quality is quite as professional as the rest of the microphones in this lineup, I think because of its size and price point, I think it will be attractive to a lot of people. Now you listen to the MKE 400, and we have now doubled in price. We've gone from $99 to $199. But I think we've actually more than doubled in audio quality. Now you're listening to the MKE 600, and I think this is the starting point of professional audio as far as I'm concerned. You could absolutely use this microphone on a Netflix documentary or an independent film production, and you are getting a sound representation or reproduction that is good enough to be considered pro level. Now you're listening to the MKH 50. This is a $1,200 microphone. This is 3 times the price of the MKE 600. So we have taken a huge step up in price here. We're also now using a microphone that is used in Hollywood, that is constantly used in independent film productions, Netflix documentaries, what have you. So I think that was a pretty obvious demonstration in what you get as you pay more money. I do think the Sennheiser MKE 600 does punch well above its weight, and for somebody that is on a little bit more of a budget, maybe isn't generating income from their YouTube channel yet, I think that is a great budget alternative to the Sennheiser MKH 50. Now I'm going to take you through a series of comparisons between other pro-level microphones. We're going to have the Sennheiser MKE 600 in there. We're also going to have a Rode mic and a Saramonic mic. And this will just give you a few different price points, but all these are sort of pro-level, high audio quality microphones. Right now you're listening to the MKE 600. This is the cheapest microphone that you can buy, which really gives professional level audio quality. And it's more than capable of being used on sort of an independent film production or a Netflix documentary. And the cost of this microphone is just a little over $300. Now you're listening to the Saramonic Soundbird V6 microphone. This is another professional quality independent film production type microphone. It costs around about $500 and comes with a kit of all the accessories you need to get started. Right now you're listening to the Soundbird V6 by Saramonic. Now you're listening to the Rode NTG5. This is an excellent high-quality microphone, once again around the $500 price point, and comes in a kit with everything you need to get started, including a case and the things to hold it, including shock mount, what have you. So right now you're listening to the Rode NTG5. Right now you're listening to the MKH 50. This is the most expensive microphone in the lineup, and by quite some margin. It is a $1,200 to $1,300 microphone, more than twice as much the next cheapest microphone. But it is widely considered one of the best microphones of all time. Right now you're listening to the MKH 50. All the audio samples in this video, I have boomed the microphone just out of shot on a boom stand that I paid less than $100 for on Amazon. I also have a moving blanket on the wall that I use as a sound blanket. This was also purchased on Amazon. These two inexpensive items will absolutely transform your audio regardless of which microphone you are using. And I will link the 2 items that I am using in the description down below. In listening to the comparison of those microphones, the MKH still definitely sounds the best, but as you can see, that gap closes as you get other sort of pro quality microphones. Even if they are only about half the price of the MKH 50, they are starting to get close and close that gap. I still think if you are looking for the best audio quality, the MKH 50 is still the best microphone. As a one and done, I never need another microphone. And the reason the MKH50 does outperform those other microphones in a YouTube environment like this is a number of things. The first one is shotgun microphones have an interference tube at the front of them to help eliminate background noises or noises that we don't want from the sides. In a YouTube environment or an indoor room like this, where the main thing that we're trying to sort of eliminate is reverberation, that shotgun pattern or that shotgun tube isn't actually doing much for us. First of all, the shotgun tube really only helps eliminate sounds that are above sort of around 2000 kilohertz or those sort of higher end sounds. When you're getting reverberation in a room like this, most of the sound that's coming back into the microphone is sort of lower level bass sounds. And that lower level bass sound will actually penetrate the microphone and get to the capsule from all different angles. So that shotgun microphone interference tube doesn't really help in these situations. The other thing comparing this shotgun microphone to the MKH50, which is the only microphone in the lineup that is not a shotgun microphone, is that a shotgun microphone, because of virtue of its interference tube, the actual capsule for that microphone sits at the back of that interference tube. That means with the MKH50, which does not have a traditional shotgun microphone interference tube, you can actually get the capsule, the thing that's actually capturing the audio, closer to the mouth or the sound source. And in this case, I have got this mic boom just out of shot. And essentially, with the longest shotgun microphone in that lineup, with the longest interference tube, the actual capsule itself is about twice as far away from the sound source as we are with the MKH50. So the MKH50 is getting us closer to our sound source, which is always going to give you better audio quality. The other thing that can happen with interference tubes is you can actually have sound bouncing off the walls and coming into the side and causing some sort of cancellation of the voice. You can also have a situation where if you are moving and your voice is actually hitting that interference tube from the side, where part of it's hitting the side and part of it's going into the front, you can get some warbling and some weird artifacting sounds in the microphone or in your audio. So in the situation that I'm shooting in right now, in most YouTube environments, the actual shotgun formation or that shotgun tube is not going to be an advantage. It's not going to really do anything for you. In addition to that, the MKH50 is just a completely pro level microphone. It has ultra low distortion. It has ultra low noise floor. It is built like a tank. It's nearly indestructible. This is a microphone that people can buy and expect to use for 30 or 40 years. It is a lifetime microphone. It is the type of microphone that once you buy it, you will probably have to leave it in the will to someone because it will maintain its value and its functionality for a very, very long time. Now, if your YouTube channel is not generating income yet, I think the MKH50 might be a little bit out of your price range. And I think that is okay. And for me, the great budget alternative to this microphone is that Sennheiser MKE 600. And I've just thrown a video on screen now. This is a detailed comparison between the MKE 600 and a number of other microphones. And I think when you look at the price point of that microphone, it punches well above its price point.